about piercings is that you always think that they are much worse pain-wise than they are. So you should never hold yourself back from getting a piercing just because you think it's going to be really painful, because most of the times it's not that bad.
Hello everyone! If you're new here, my name is Catherine, and on this channel I talk about a child-free life, I talk about living an intentional life, and I talk about things I find interesting. So if that sounds good to you, please remember to subscribe, like, and all these good things that helps my channel. And if you're returning, welcome back. It's lovely to see you here. So what I want to talk about today is the piercings that I've just gotten. So I've just gotten 2 piercings that I've been saving up for a lot of months, and I've been thinking about getting them for like over a year, I think now. Actually, probably I've been thinking about getting them for a lot of years, but it's only recently that I've figured out that I really wanted them. So the first piercing I've gotten is my septum. So I got 2 piercings made on the same day, my septum and my navel. I've got my septum, and as you can see, it's just like a small piece of jewelry, but I think it's really cute. I really like it. It was a piercing that I thought about getting for a long time, and I was just so afraid of it looking stupid, but I was really afraid about it hurting. But now I've actually gotten it and I'm really happy about it. So I have to be honest that this piercing was a little painful to get, and it was a little painful afterwards, but nothing bad. What I've really learned about piercings is that you always think that they are much worse pain-wise than they are. That's my experience. Like, I haven't gotten a lot of piercings. At the moment I have 9 piercings. With all the piercings I've gotten made, I do not think any of them was really painful when they were done. So you should never hold yourself back from getting a piercing just because you think it's going to be really painful, because most of the times it's not that bad. I really love this piercing, and because I've gotten my septum piercing, I'm really thinking about maybe I should get one of these on the other side as well, because I love symmetry and I think it looks kind of weird to have one here and not have one here. But then again, I'm also afraid about if you have like way too many piercings in your nose, that it's just gonna be really annoying. But I do not know if they're annoying when they're healed. So if you're a person who has like 1 piercing here and 1 piercing here and your septum, please comment it down below, because I'm really thinking about maybe getting that. So yeah, there's actually not much to say because neither of these piercings was really bad to get done. But what I have to tell you is that piercings are sore when you've gotten them done. So maybe getting them done is not that bad, but you can really be sore a while after, and it's really important that you know this, because new piercings are annoying, because they are really sore and they can hurt a bit, and they do that for a while. And how long really depends on the piercing, but I just want to prepare you for that, because I think a lot of people think that they just have to endure the pain when they're getting the piercing done, but they kind of forget that your piercing is sore for a while after. And that's just really important to remember, that your piercings are gonna be a bit sore after you've gotten them done. That is just how it is. So your piercings are gonna be annoying for a while after you've gotten them done. That's also why it's a good thing not to get too many done at once, so you're not like too annoyed by all the new piercings that are sore. I would say how it gets done is not that different, so it really depends on where you are. Some places you can just walk into a professional piercer's studio, and other places you have to book a session. I booked a session, then I walked in, then I had to fill out papers with my name, address, contact information, if I had any kind of illnesses, if I was taking any kind of medicine, all that. I had to fill that out and give it to them. I had to pick the jewelry that I would like to have put in my piercings. Then I went into the studio, then he kind of talked to me about which piercings I like to get done first, and I said he could just decide. Then we started with the septum. Then he looked up into my nose to see where it should be placed. He asked me if I wanted to be able to flip it up. I said yes to that so that I could hide it in my nose.
And then he cleaned my nose.
So then he took this tool that kind of put up here, and there was a small hole in it, and that was where the needle went through. And then he put the jewelry through. Often I will actually say it's worse getting the jewelry through. Like uncomfortable when you're getting the jewelry through than when you're actually getting the hole done. And then while he was putting the jewelry through, he took the needle out, and then he took something to grab onto my piercing while he closed this ball up. So my piercing was closed. And I was sitting up while he did this piercing. Then with the navel piercing, I had to stand up and stand like how I normally would stand. And then he put dots on my stomach and on the inside of my navel to see where the piercing should be at. Then he asked me if that was all right placement. I said yes. Then I looked in the mirror and he put the jewelry in front of me, in front of my navel, just so I could see how it would look. So I forgot to mention that, of course, before he started making the piercings, he spritzed the area off, so he cleaned the area off before he started doing anything. He did that with both areas, just forgot to mention that. And then I laid down with my arm like this, so he could get to the area. And then he clamped on it and put the needle through, again put the jewelry through, again screwed the small ball on, so my jewelry was closed. And between him making both of the piercings, he of course asked if I liked how it was placed when he had made them and if it looked alright, and asked us if I was okay. And then in between the piercings we had some small talk, and he talked about how septum piercing was getting trendy again and he really liked that, and how that when you notice that piercings aren't that bad to get made, that's often when people start coming back to get more. So yeah, that was along the lines of how my piercings was made. And just remember, always go to a professional piercer. Always go to a professional piercer that has a good reputation. That is just like the most important thing to remember. And when it comes to cleaning your piercing, a sterile salt water spray is really the way to go. In my country, you can buy it in shops and in grocery shops and in the pharmacy. So that's really the way to go. And never remove the scab of your new piercings.
You can just hose it off in the shower.
And then you can spritz some of the sterile salt water spray, and then you can dab off. So I do something called gaze. I'll just leave the name up here. And I just make sure that it's dry with that, because a piercing always needs to be dry. It really is not good if it's moist, so you need to dry it up after. And you should not use any kind of toilet paper or anything like that, or cotton, because small pieces can go off the thing and then it can annoy a piercing. Do not use anything like that. Stay away from anything that can get stuck in your piercing while cleaning it. Yeah guys, that was the video for now. If you enjoyed it, please remember to subscribe, like and comment. And remember, I appreciate every one of you.